On the last wet journey I took, I noticed when I came back home that my windscreen wiper had split out at the end. Of course this is an MOT fail, and I have actually glued this together twice before using rubber cement, you know, the type of adhesive you use to fix your tyres with. I've decided to replace the old style Bosch component with a new style Unipart component, and that looks like this. These red parts are actually protectors, and this is how it comes. It also comes with a huge array of adapters. There's two sets of adapters here. Obviously you have to have two blades, one's longer than the other, and in order to find out which one fits yours, they kindly give you a chart. You look up the type of arm that you've got on the car, which is this, B1. You look up the diagram for B1, it shows you what it looks like, and then you pick it out, and they also write on it B1. So that is the little fastener that you need to use to put it onto the windscreen wipers for the Jaguar. Just going back to the Bosch one, you can see that it's actually still in there, so it's pretty much the same one. Just a word of advice, when you take these off the cars, they have two little ears, and you have to have to click it out of position and then open the ears in order to pull it off the car. Otherwise it will just try and snap in your hand. In order to fit them, you have to fit the little plastic bracket into there and just click it in. Don't push it all the way in, otherwise it makes it really difficult to fit. Okay, so that's just clicked in, and that now needs to go onto the end of the wiper arm. Now when you're changing wiper arms, always make sure there's something underneath the wiper arm, because if you drop that on the glass, particularly when it's cold, it will crack the glass. And I found that out on one of my Nissan 200 turbos, and it's a really expensive, stupid mistake to make. So a big piece of cardboard or a cloth or something to stop it tapping the glass. Pull it into there, press it in, and then click it right in, and you just need to pull it over. You can see that's nearly all the way in, that's not quite in there, and that's not quite in there, so you need to push that into there and then pull that way. I can't do it with one hand. You have to press it really hard, that pops in, and then that pops in. When you come to take it off on this one, you need to pop that down first and then get hold of these ears so you can pull it off. So they're both now fitted. I'm not sure I like this kind of streamlined look, but we'll see how well they work. Well, that's on a damp screen. It does make a noise, and also it's skipping here. It's not actually wiping here. I don't know if that sees there, look, it's not wiping at all. I wonder how long they need to bed in. Well, this is the first proper use I've had of them with consistent rain, and I'm not impressed at all. They're smeary as hell. They're just drawing lines in front of my face. I don't know how long they take to wear in. Hopefully not very long, because I can imagine doing this in the dark and not being able to see very well. Now it's raining really heavy with a kind of sleet. They're making quite a lot of noise. That's really disappointing. Oh, it's proper ice now. Wow. Full on. Got the hailstorm. I'm not impressed with these wipers at all. This area here, that's completely smeared. It's not actually taking it off at all. I am wondering whether I'd put them on upside down, if that's actually possible. I'll have another trial putting them the other way up. So far these haven't performed very well, and in particular this one, the shorter one, this leaves a smear and actually skips over the glass. So I'm wondering whether it's on upside down, because the arm itself has got a narrow section and a wide section. When I put it on, I naturally thought that the narrow section would give more downforce than the other side. So I'm just going to pop these off and turn them the other way around. Changing them is actually pretty easy. You just click that and then click it that way. You might have to get your fingernail in this bit here, but otherwise that was pretty simple. One thing I've noticed though, it's really close to the edge of the windscreen. Right, here we go then. That is still smeary as hell all the way down. How long does it take for these things to bed in? Right, so I've had these windscreen wipers for about 3 weeks now, and look at the state of that. There is this huge sweep here. It just doesn't get on the glass, and that is because the windscreen wiper isn't properly designed. If you look down at it, this part here is flat and it can't actually get on the glass. So the problem I've got is that the middle part of the wiper, of the shorter arm, not the longer arm, just won't touch the glass. So I need to find a way of distorting that so that it will actually work properly. Now this is just a rubber trim and you can peel it off. So if I peel off both sides, you now can see inside there's a metal plate which the wiper actually sits in, and that runs through the middle, and you can see that it's distorted in the middle, so there must be a way of bending this so that it will fit correctly. So I'm wondering if I can just bend that and then put it back together and make it work. Right, let's give it another test. Still missing it completely. Okay, finally figured out what was wrong. These things are actually handed. You have to have them that way round. If you don't, it will skip the screen. If you look on this side, there are two little prongs either side. On the other side, there is only a central pivot. That is the correct way round.